Hi, welcome to the Tiny Clinic. How are you doing today? Perfect. Well, please have a seat and try to be as comfortable as you possibly can. So, I was checking your file. I see that you have scheduled today a near exam. And more specifically, a extensive hearing test, right? Okay. Well, have you had any concerns lately about your hearing? Okay. Any trouble understanding other people or hearing sounds? Okay. And do you work in a noisy environment, or maybe do you use headphones a lot? Okay. Okay. Well, are you familiar with this exam? Have you ever done a hearing test before? Okay. Well, just to summarize very quickly today's exam, so we will be having 3 different sections. So the first section is spatial recognition, always with sounds. A second section will be a comprehension test, and finally we'll have sound and textures differentiation to see if you can tell different sounds apart. Okay. The full exam is conducted with headphones on, but don't worry, these are quite comfortable. Okay. Good. Well, if you'd like, you can lay down and close your eyes. That's completely fine. And if you'd like, you can keep your eyes closed throughout the entirety of the exam. Okay. Good. Okay. So now that the introduction is done, is it okay if I put the headphones on? Okay. So let me just put this on for you, like so. Okay, is it comfortable? It's not hurting your ears, right? Okay, perfect. Well, then we can start with the exam. So, like I mentioned before, we'll start first with spatial recognition tests. Okay, so you'll hear a tapping sound, and I just want you to tell me if you listen to it on your left or on your right. Left or right. Okay, so ready? Here's the first sound. Okay. Good. Good. And the last one. Perfect. Now, again, you'll be hearing the sound either on your left or on your right, but they will either be coming closer to you or the sound will be going far away. So I want you to tell me if the sound is getting louder, so if it's coming closer or if it's moving further away from you. Okay. Okay, So first sound. So is it coming closer or was it moving further away? Okay, good. Next one. Coming closer or further away? Okay. Next one. Good. And last one. Okay, perfect. Good. Now I want you to tell me if the sound you will hear is going from your left to your right or from your right to your left. Okay, ready? Here's the first sound. So is it going from your left to your right or from your right to your left? Okay, good. Next sound, pay close attention. Good. Next one. Good. And the final one. Good. Okay. Would you say you heard both sounds, either on your left or on your right, equally well, or do you struggle a bit more with one of your sides? Yes, do you notice any difference whatsoever? Okay. Okay. And the next test, you'll be hearing two different sounds. One of them will be closer to you, the other one will be further away from you. I just want you to tell me which one is closest to you, the first sound or the second sound. Okay, perfect. In that case, pay close attention, and here are the two sounds. So, which one was closest to you, the first sound or the second sound? Okay, good. Next two sounds. Okay, good. Next two sounds. Two more. Okay, and the last two. Good. Perfect. Now for the second section of the hearing test, we'll move on with the comprehension testing. Okay, so the first test is quite simple. You'll be hearing different words which you can hear either on your right side or on your left side. or even coming from the center. And I want you to repeat the word back to me and tell me if you heard it on your left, on your right, or if it was on the center, okay? So very simple, just repeat the words and let me know where the sound came from. Any questions? Okay, good. In that case, let's start. Here's the first word.
Sunflower. Mercury.
Good.
Winter.
Good.
Skate. Violin. Postcard. Orange.
Good. And last one.
Butterfly.
Good, very good. That was perfect. So now you'll be hearing two different sets of numbers. And again, the numbers can come either from your left, right, or center. And I just want you to tell me if the numbers get louder, if they get lower, or if they seem the same to you. Okay? So it will be more easy to understand by listening. So here are two different numbers.
1152.
And was the second number louder or lower than the first number? Or did you hear it at the same intensity? Okay, good. And can you repeat also the numbers to me? Okay, perfect. Next, two sets of numbers.
435.
Okay, repeat them to me. Was the second one louder? Did it seem like the same intensity or lower intensity? Good. Two more.
98. 87.
Good. And the last two.
16. 10.
Okay. Well, perfect. So with that, we conclude the comprehension section, which is the shortest section of our ear exam. Now for the final section of the exam, we'll be hearing different sounds or textures, and here we'll be testing your sound and texture differentiation. So if you can tell apart the sounds and textures or ambient sounds, okay? Good. So the first part of this section is called landscape sound identification. And like the name suggests, so you'll be hearing a sound, and I want you to tell me what type of landscape or what type of sound you are hearing, okay? So pay close attention, and here is the first sound. So what what would you say that sound is? Okay, good. That was the ocean sound. Very good. Or if you said beach, that would also be considered correct. Okay. Sound number 2. So can you identify it for me? Birds or nature sounds. Very good. And sound number 3. So can you identify it? Good. That was a stream of water. Very good. Or river. And last but not least, sound number 4. Okay, perfect. Yes, that was fire sound. Very good. That went quite well as well. Okay, then second part of this section is considering sound textures. So you'll be hearing a sound. I want you to just identify it, if it's soft or sharp. Soft or sharp. It's as simple as that. Okay, so here's the first sound. Again, it can come from any part, either left or right, so pay close attention. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good, very good. And just 2 more. Perfect, and last one. Good. Very good, perfect. Okay, and we are reaching the end of the exam. So for this last part of the sound and texture section, you'll be hearing 2 different frequencies. And I would like you to tell me if the second frequency is higher or lower than the first frequency. So does the frequency get higher or does it get a lower frequency? Okay, so pay close attention. Here are the 2 different frequencies. Good. Good. Perfect. next 2. Perfect. 2 more. And last 2. Very good. Okay, and now it's the same test, but you will hear the frequencies on different sides of your ears, okay? So one you'll be hearing on your left side, and the other you'll be hearing on your right side. Okay, so it just makes it just a bit harder, but I would like you to pay very close attention and answer to the best of your ability, okay? So here are the first sounds. Good. Perfect. Good. Good. And last sounds. Perfect. Okay, well, that went very, very well. You did an amazing job and you were very cooperative on this test. So I will now be removing your headphones. Hope that's okay. Just putting this aside, and if you don't mind, I will just come a bit closer. Okay, so how do your ears feel? All good. It's not tender, right? Yeah, these are usually quite comfortable. Everybody says these are one of the best headphones. That's why we got these for the clinic. Well, and that concludes the end of our ear exam, more specifically the hearing test, extensive hearing test. I hope you enjoyed our services. I will soon send you a report with all the results of the test, but I cannot tell you right away that it seemed to go very, very well, and you did an amazing job. So thank you so much for choosing the Tiny Clinic. I hope to see you back soon, and I wish you